And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Goodyear Baseball Complex in Goodyear, Arizona. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network, and it's play-by-play coverage in the 2015 National Classic. And we're underway in an Underclass Division pool game featuring Premier West and the Midwest Nationals. And it's Trey Adams leading off for Premier West, up there with a count of 2 balls and a strike. Now 3-1 to get things started for Premier West. And the next pitch is high, and that's ball 4. So Adams walks to get things started, and it'll bring up Dylan Satterfield. Nate Kujawski will bat third for Premier West. Mark Hunter, the center fielder, is fourth. Casey Burnt, an extra hitter, will bat fifth, and Wade McClung at third base bats sixth. The number 7 hitter is the second baseman, Matt Phillips. Jude Martinez, the right fielder, bats eighth. Tyler Richardson as a DH is ninth. And the number 10 hitter in the order is the catcher, Ben McLaughlin. Pitch to Satterfield, low and away for a ball. And the next pitch over for a strike. And the count 1-1. Brad Cook starts for Midwest Nationals. He's given up a leadoff walk and now going after the number 2 hitter in the order. Out of the stretch, the set of the pitch misses outside and low. And the next pitch over the outside corner for a strike. Premier West 1-0. They beat the Gilbert Hawks 10-2 earlier in pool play. Midwest Nationals looking for their first win. They've got a loss and a tie after a couple of games. Runner goes, the pitch outside, and it's ball 4. So it's back-to-back free passes surrendered by Brett Cook. And the batter will be the first baseman, Nate Kujawski. Defensively for the Midwest Nationals, Jordan Wallace in left field, Blake Mosley in center field, and Corey Spain plays right. Thomas Emmerich's at third base. Hunter Brown is the shortstop. Jayton Cromer plays second, and Alejandro Grumer at first base. Carson Shaver catches Brett Cook. Big swing and a miss there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Kujawski. Look back to second base, and the pitch is bounced in, and it's 1-1. Now the set of the 1-1 pitch. That's high, and it's 2-1. So Cook trying to get dialed in here in the top of the first inning. Back-to-back walks given up to get things started. The 2-1 pitch, and that's fouled out of play down the right field side, and the count goes to 2-2. It's our second game of coverage here today in the National Classic. We'll be back tomorrow, expected to have both the Underclass and Upperclass Division Championship games. Runners take off, pitches low and away, and bounces away from the catcher Shaver. But it's a double steal for Premier West. And the count goes to 3-2 on Kujawski. Now the 3-2 on the way. And that's low for ball 4, and Cook has walked the bases full to start the ball game. And that'll bring a timeout from the Midwest Nationals dugout. Playing in the top of the first, no score. Mark Hunter steps in, and he takes a breaking ball over the outside corner for a strike. And the 0-1. Slow and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Adams at third, Satterfield at second, Kujawski at first. Cook to the line and the 1-1. That one's away outside, 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1, that's not close. Slow it away, 3-1. Cook bang to it, the 3-1 pitch. With nowhere to put him, and it's outside ball 4. 4 straight walks to start the ball game. And Premier West has a run in the top of the first inning without putting the bat on the ball. And pitch to Casey Burnt, taken for a strike at the knees. And a fly ball into center field. Mosley under it, runner from third bluffs and does not tag. And a strong throw to the plate. So Burnt is the first out, a fly ball to center field. And there's one away for Wade McClung. First pitch to McClung, low for a ball. And a ball fouled out of play, third base side. The count goes to 1-1. Bases loaded with 1 out, a run in for Premier West in the first. The 1-1 pitch. Off the plate, 2-1. And that one fouled straight back to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Already bullpen activity for the Midwest Nationals. They've got a right-hander getting loose. And there's a ground ball. Slow out at second. That'll be the only play. Wasn't hit hard enough to have a chance for a double play. As it is, they are able to force Hunter going to second base, so a 4-6 force. Satterfield scores, and McClung with an RBI fielder's choice. It's a 2-run top of the first for Premier West. Now Kujawski at third, McClung at first for Matt Phillips. That's off the glove and to the backstop. Runner will try to score, and does without a throw. A wild pitch makes it a 3-run top of the first. McClung also advanced on the wild pitch. Pitch for a strike and the count 1-1. And the next one misses for a ball, 2-1. Next one on the way, and that's a slow tapper fouled off at the plate, and it's 2-2. Three runs in for Premier West without a base hit here in the top of the first inning. And a fly ball, shallow right field, coming in. The right fielder, Spain, there to make the catch. And the inning is over, but Premier West with 3 in the top of the first, again without a base hit. They leave 1 And after having a play, Premier West 3, Midwest Nationals coming up. Underway in the bottom of the first inning, Jayton Cromer takes low and away for ball one. And a line drive into the hole at short. Picked up on the hop, throw across to first base. Not going to get the leadoff hitter. And then they go back to the bag. Close there, but Cromer able to get back. That'll go as an infield single. It was a good play by the shortstop Adams to pick that one up even on the short hop. And then he did what he could to get the throw over to first. But Cromer down the line to leg it out for an infield single. So Cromer aboard at first, and the batter Blake Mosley. And Mosley takes low for ball one. Hunter Brown will bat third for the Midwest Nationals. Thomas Emmerich, the third baseman, is fourth, and Alejandro Grumer, the first baseman, fifth. Carson Shaver catches and bats sixth. Number 7 hitter is an extra hitter, Zach Cole. Corey Spain in right field bats eighth. Dylan Thompson, a DH ninth, and Jordan Wallace, the left fielder, rounds out the order. Pitch over for a strike on the outer edge from Trevor Abernathy. And next one bounced in. That'll get away, and the runner will move up to second base. Cromer into scoring position after the wild pitch, and it's 3-1 on Mosley. Defensively for Premier West, Satterfield, Hunter, and Martinez in the outfield left to right. McClung at third, Adams at short, Phillips at second, and Kujawski at first. McLaughlin catching for Abernathy. Pitch over for a strike. And that'll miss away, and Mosley walks. First two aboard for the Midwest Nationals in the bottom of the first inning. They trail 3-0. And now Hunter Brown in there and ready, and he'll take the first pitch high for ball one. Pitch over for a strike. Now they'll throw behind the runner at first base, and he is just able to get in, sliding back feet first. Next pitch is low to Brown for a ball. Yeah, each pitcher is struggling here in the first inning. Brett Cook walked the first 4 hitters on his way to giving up 3 in the top of the first, and now Abernathy struggling early in the bottom of the first. An infield single, a walk, and now he's behind to the number 3 hitter, Brown, by a count of 3-1. 3-1 rather. And now he walks Brown, and that will load the bases for the Midwest Nationals. Time called from the Premier West dugout, playing in the bottom of the first inning. It's 3-0. Yeah, first pitch to Thomas Emmerich, low and in for a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch. That's low, and it's 2-0. Infield hit, and back-to-back walks load the bases for Midwest Nationals in the bottom of the first inning. Now the set and the 2-0. And a swing and a miss. And the next pitch high and outside. 3 balls and a strike. pitch over for a strike, and the count runs full, 3-2 on Emmerich. Alejandro Grumer next for the Midwest Nationals. And that pitch is high for ball 4. Nowhere to put him, and that'll walk and a run. Cromer scores to make it 3-1. Base is still loaded, nobody out. Grumer at the plate. And he takes high for ball 1. And now it's Premier West that will get the bullpen active. Pitch a strike, and it's 1-1. Ball fouled straight back, and the count 1-2. Abernathy ready, the 1-2 pitch. And he gets the breaking ball over. Boy, that looked good. Called the ball, and I guess it must have been high. Now the 2-2. High pop up in foul territory, playable, and off the glove of the catcher McLaughlin. You know, when your pitcher is struggling, you want to get your outs wherever you can get them, and that's a missed opportunity there for Premier West. We'll see if the Midwest Nationals can capitalize. Pitch high, and the count's full. And that one fouled over the netting, or just off the top of the netting, and we stay at 3-2. Bases loaded, nobody out. A run in for the Midwest Nationals. They trail 3-1. And a 3-2 fouled off. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up. Abernathy delivers high for ball 4 and walks in a second run. So Mosley comes in to score. Now the batter is Carson Shaver. The first one is Shaver is low for a ball. And a breaking ball over for a strike. It's 1-1. Abernathy to the outside corner for a strike. 1-2. The set and the 1-2 pitch. Off the plate for a ball, 2-2. Sixth hitter to come to the plate for the Midwest Nationals in the bottom of the first inning. Leadoff hitter reached on an infield single, since then 4 straight walks. And that's fouled out of play. Pitch bounced in, and it's 3-2. So left-hander Tyler Richardson in the bullpen getting loose for Premier West. There's a line drive base hit past the third baseman, and one run will score. Another one being waved around to go to third base, and out at third, the call. But Shaver knocks in a couple of runs as Brown and Emmerich score. Groomer thrown out, trying to go from first to third. And the first pitch to Zach Cole over for a strike. So the Midwest Nationals give up 3 in the top of the first inning. They've come back with 4 in the bottom of the first. And with all of those runs, they're looking for more here with a runner now at second base and 1 out. 0-2 the count on Cole. Here's the pitch. And a slow tapper will move the runner up at least. Abernathy underhands to first base in time. And that is out number 2. 1-3 ground out to get Cole. Shaver to third base, and the batter is Corey Spain. Trey Rassenfoss on to run as a courtesy runner over at third. And the first pitch to Spain is low and outside for ball 1. 2 outs and a runner at third. 4 runs in for Midwest Nationals in the bottom of the first. Fastball high, 2-0. And a 2-0 pitch. High for a ball, 3-0. Yeah, swing and a miss. Spain, I guess, with a green light on 3-0. And the pitch up and in, ball 4. Spain walks, and that might be it for Abernathy. We play in the bottom of the first inning, 4-3, Midwest Nationals lead. Tyler Richardson on to pitch for Premier West. In the first inning, going after Dylan Thompson, gets a foul ball down the first base line. And the 1-strike pitch popped up over on the right side, and that's put away by the second baseman, Phillips. So Richardson comes in and gets the one man he faces to end the first inning. As it is, though, Midwest Nationals score 4 times, and after 1, they lead Premier West 4-3. Jude Martinez, the leadoff hitter for Premier West in the second inning, takes outside for a ball and takes the next pitch low, and it's 2-0. Pitch was inside, and now the 3-0 is away, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Martinez aboard at first base for Ben McLaughlin. Pitch bounced in there, and that'll send the runner to second base. Look back to second. And that ball driven into left center field. That's going to get past the outfielders. Runner will be waved around third base. The throw will go to second. And safe at second, an RBI double for Tyler Richardson. And Premier West has tied it with a run in the top of the second inning. 4-4 our score. Casey Burnt will run at second base as a courtesy runner for Richardson. And now McLaughlin at the plate. And the first pitch over for a strike. And that's down at the feet. And no signal from the umpires that the ball hit him, and so I guess it'll just go as a wild pitch. And Richardson will go to third base. One ball, one strike. The ball down the third base line, but foul, and they count 1-2. And a breaking ball is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That bounces in, goes to the backstop, and a run will come in, and Premier West is back in front. Another wild pitch. 2 runs in for Premier West in the second. They lead 5-4. 3-2 on McLaughlin with Trey Adams next. And a ball fouled out of play. And ground ball out to short. Fielded, and the throw to first base is in time. A 6-3 ground out retires McLaughlin for the first out in the second, and the batter is Trey Adams. First one to Adams, misses for a ball. And the next one over the outside corner for a strike. And that ball hit well out to left field. Over the head of the left fielder, Wallace. And that'll be an extra base hit for Trey Adams as he stops at second base. Now time called from the Midwest Nationals dugout, playing in the second. It's 5-4 Premier West. First pitch to Dylan Satterfield over for a strike. Trey Rassenfoss on to pitch. And a ground ball. Fielded. Out by second, on to first base. That's in time. 4-3 ground out as Adams goes to third base. And the batter is Nate Kujawski. First one low for a ball. Each team goes to the bullpen early. Hard hit ground ball. That's under the glove of the shortstop who tried to backhand it. And that's into left field. And another run is in. That makes it 6-3 Premier West. And the batter is Mark Hunter. And a hard shot line drive, but caught on the backhand by the third baseman, Emmerich, and that will end the inning. Premier West doubles their run total as they add 3 more in the top of the second. After an inning and a half, they lead 6-4. Jordan Wallace, the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the second. 10-1 and 2 in the order. First pitch a ball, second one a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Bright sunshine all around the complex here in Goodyear as that pitch is a strike, and it's 1-2. A little bit of a breeze off and on, but still a warm Saturday afternoon as we hit the last weekend in September. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and Wallace strikes out. First out of the inning. First time of the ball game that the leadoff hitter has been retired. Now Jayton Cromer, and he takes outside for ball 1. Now 2 balls and no strikes. The ball hit back up the middle, fielded by the bag at second, and the throw wide at first, but down and applying the tag, Kujawski. Came off the bag, but was able to swing the arm around and apply the tag on Cromer going by. And a ground ball over to the right side off the bat of Blake Mosley. And on to first base. That's in time, and it's a quick, quiet 1-2-3 inning. First one we've had after 2 innings of play, still 6-4. Casey Burnt, the leadoff hitter in the top of the third, takes ball 1. And a ball fouled out of play, and the count goes to 1-1. Another one fouled off. The count goes to 1-2. And a ground ball fielded behind the bag at third. Set the feet, throw to first, and in time, out at first base, the call. So a 5-3 ground out starts the top of the third inning, and the batter is Wade McClung. And Klung hits a fly ball into left field. That's playable out there, and Wallace has it for out number 2. Now Matt Phillips, the second baseman, who had a fly ball to right field his first time up. And a pitch over for a strike. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Well, Rasenfoss has come on, retired 4 of the 5 hitters he's faced, ahead in the count 0-2 to Phillips. And plunks him with a breaking ball. Phillips a 2-out base runner, and it brings up Jude Martinez. First pitch to Martinez inside for ball 1. Yeah, that pitch on the inside corner is strike, and it's 1-1. The set, the 1-1 pitch. That's low, 2-1. And the 2-1 hit on the ground the other way, and that's through the hole and into left field. A base hit for Martinez. He's aboard for the second time after a walk in the second. And now 2 aboard with 2 outs. And the batter is Tyler Richardson. First pitch over the outer half of the plate for a strike. Off the handle of the bat, rolled slowly to the right side. Cromer has it on to first base in time. And Premier West is turned away for the first time. No runs, a base hit, a hit batter and 2 left. After 2.5, still 6-4. Premier West with the lead. Hunter Brown going after the first pitch in the bottom of the third. Fouls it off for strike 1. The 1-strike pitch. And a swing and a miss. Pulled the string there, and it's 0-2. Pitch is low and in for a ball, 1-2. Brown walked and scored in the first. Trying to get things started for Midwest Nationals in the bottom of the third. Next one low and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Low and inside, 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch. A ground ball over to third on a couple of bounces. Picked up, and it's thrown across the diamond in time. 1 away. McClung throws out Brown, and it brings up Thomas Emmerich. And Emmerich hits a fly ball out to left field. And that'll bounce in front of Satterfield for a leadoff, or make it a one-out single. Check of the runner a couple of times. Sidearm throw to first and the runner back. It's Alejandro Groomer at the plate with one on and one out at the bottom of the third. Midwest Nationals trailing 6-4. And the pitch to Groomer is low for a ball. And a pop-up just on the outfield grass, and that's caught by the second baseman, Phillips, and that's out number 2. Groomer retired, and the batter will be Carson Shaver. Runner goes, pitch a strike, throw to second base, going to be late. And so Emmerich steals second. Shaver had a base hit, knocked in a couple of runs back in the first inning. Popped up, first base side. I think this one's going to get out of play. It will. Nothing in 2 on Shaver. Zach Cole would be next for the Nationals. And a pitch outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Richardson with a look back to second. And that ball hit foul outside of first base. Runner at second base and 2 outs, bottom of the third inning. Midwest Nationals trailing Premier West 6-4. And a pitch low for a ball, 2-2. Look back to second base, the 2-2 pitch. Runner takes off, and a high fly ball into shallow center field. Hunter coming in, over and makes the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 out single, runner left at second, 3 in the books. And Midwest Nationals trail Premier West 6-4. 10-1-2 in the order. In the top of the fourth inning, Ben McLaughlin takes the first 2 pitches outside the strike zone, 2-0 the count. And pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1. Ball hit down the line in foul territory, and reaching up to make the catch, the third baseman. Nice play over the kind of over the shoulder, got twisted around a little bit, but made the play in foul territory. So 1 away for Trey Adams. And Adams pops one up. Another play over on the left side. It's the third baseman, Emmerich, again. A little easier play this time. And he's got it for out number 2. And the first pitch to Dylan center field over for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that ball hit well out to left field. That's going to send Wallace back, and it's over his head. Couple of bounces. Wallace able to pick it up, but it'll be a 2-out double for Satterfield as he pulls into second base. Now the batter is Nate Kujawski. Walk and a single in his 2 plate appearances. And a breaking ball over for a strike. The ball fouled out of play on the first base side, and it's 0-2. Turn back and a throwback to second base. That's off the glove, but Satterfield won't attempt to advance. 2 outs and a runner at second in the top of the 4th. Premier West leading Midwest Nationals by a score of 6-4. Look back to second, the 0-2 pitch. And that's a fly ball, hit well. Wallace going to watch this one go over his head. It's going to come up a couple of bounces short of the warning track. It'll be an RBI double as Satterfield and Kujawski go back-to-back doubles into left field. And for Kujawski, the RBI to make it 7-4. And now the batter is Mark Hunter. First pitch high for a ball. And a fly ball out to left center field. Another one going to get over the head of Wallace. Will it be 3 straight doubles? It will be. An RBI double for Mark Hunter. And it's 8-4. And that'll prompt a timeout from the Midwest Nationals dugout. Playing in the top of the 4th, 8-4 score. Casey Burnt takes a breaking ball for a strike. And a ground ball. Fielded over at third, and that's across the diamond. And in time, 5-3 ground out ends the Premier West 4th. They add 2 more, and at the midway point of this one, it's 8-4, Premier West in the lead. As we go to work in the bottom of the 4th inning, Cole up there now with a count of a ball and a strike. And the next pitch low, and it's 2-1. And the next one over for a strike, and it's 2-2. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's outside, ball 4. Cole aboard at first base for Corey Spain. And the first pitch for a ball. Nice one, misses outside, 2-0. Runner takes off, pitch is low, throw to second base, going to be late. And that's a steal for Cole. And that misses for ball 4. Couple of walks to start the inning. A timeout from the Premier West dugout. The runner from second base takes off. The pitch a strike, and then trailing runner Spain goes as well. So, in effect, then a double steal. Dylan Thompson at the plate. And a line shot into left field. That's short hopped off the glove of the left fielder, and a run is in. And the hitter will try for second base, and he'll get there without a throw. So Thompson with an RBI single. Spain stops at third, and then as the throw comes toward the plate, Thompson's able to get to second base. So now second and third with nobody out, a run in for the Nationals. They trail 8-5. And the pitch to Jordan Wallace is down and in, ball 1. Next pitch outside and low, 2-0. Sent from Richardson in the pitch. Inside, 3-0. Yeah, both teams have struggled pitching, as that is near the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 3-1. And there's a swing and a miss, and it's 3-2. Tying run at the plate for the Nationals in the bottom of the 4th, down by 3. And that pitch near the outside corner, a called third strike. And Wallace is the first out of the Nationals' 4th inning. That's back to the top of the order for Jayton Cromer. Pitch on the outside corner, a strike. And the next one misses away. It's 1-1. And a ground ball over to the right side, grabbed there, and a tap of the bag. That'll bring in another run, though. Productive out off the bat of Cromer, a RBI ground out. As Spain scores to make it 8-6. Thompson to third base, so now with 2 outs, the batter is Blake Mosley. First one to Mosley, up and in for a ball. Pitch at the knees for a strike, and it's 1-1. And pitch inside, 2-1 now. And a slow ground ball onto the right side. And on to first base, and that is in time. Mosley grounds out 4-3 to end the Nationals' 4th inning. They score a couple of times, pull within 2 after 4. The Nationals trail Premier West by a score of 8-6. And we trudge along to the 5th inning. First pitch comebacker off the bat of Wade McClung. 1 pitch and 1 out of the top of the 5th inning, and it'll bring up Matt Phillips. And a pitch to Phillips over for a strike. And the next one off the end of the bat and foul. That'll play down the first base side. It's 0-2. And a slow ground ball over on the left side, fielded on the run, and then that's pumped across to first base. Emmerich has played a nice third base today. And there's 2 away. And this is an Underclass Division pool game. I mentioned that Premier West beat the Gilbert Hawks by a score of 10-2. They'll play Wilson MVP later on tonight. 6:30 first pitch. They count now 1-1 to Jude Martinez. Popped up down the left field line. That's going to be trouble, and that'll get down for a base hit. Martinez aboard with a 2-out single. Now the batter, Tyler Richardson. And the first pitch inside for a ball. Underclass pool game in the 2015 National Classic. We'll be back out tomorrow for a couple of more broadcasts. This expected to be the championship games for both the underclass and upper class division. Pitch is low and inside, and it's 2-0. Runner at first base in 2 outs, top of the 5th. Premier West leading Midwest Nationals 8-6. Ground ball over on the right side. Long way to go. And it's picked up by the second baseman, Cromer, but no play. So back-to-back two-out singles. Burnt on to run for Richardson, and the batter will be Ben McLaughlin. The first one of McLaughlin low for a ball. Look back to second. And the next one misses, 2-0. And now 3 balls and no strikes. And a pitch over for a strike, and it's 3-1. And that'll miss for ball 4. So McLaughlin walks, and that loads the bases for Premier West in the 5th. And it's back to the top of the order for Trey Adams. Jack McLaughlin on to run at first base. And the pitch to Trey Adams over for a strike. And the next pitch outside, and it's 1-1. Next one misses low and away, 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball into the hole, off the glove and into left field, and that'll bring in a couple of runs. Two-run single for Trey Adams, and it's 10-6. Now the batter is Dylan Satterfield. All this coming with 2 outs. Pitch over for a strike. Pitch low and away, and they count 1-1. And the 1-1 is high, 2 balls and a strike. And Premier West has scored in 4 out of 5 innings. In the 1 inning they didn't score, they had first and second with 2 outs. Ball fouled off. Out of play down the right field side, they count 2-2. Rassenfoss looking in, sets in the 2-2. Misses for ball 3. Runners take off with the ball fouled back, and we'll do it again. McLaughlin at second, Adams at first. 2 outs in the inning, 2 runs across. And another 3-2 pitch coming up. And a pop-up just to the outfield grass, and it's the shortstop, Hunter Brown, that calls for it. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Premier West gets a couple back in the top of the 5th. After 4.5, they lead by a score of 10-6. Underway in the bottom of the 5th inning, Hunter Brown takes strike 1. Brown, Emmerich, and Groomer for the Nationals in the 5th. Another one low and away, and it's 1-1. Fly ball hit to left field, and that's over the head of the left fielder Satterfield, and it's a double for Brown. Now Thomas Emmerich. And Emmerich hits a ground ball over to the left side. That's scooped up. Throw across in time. Throw back across to third base. That's going to get away. And there will not be a throw to the plate. And Midwest Nationals get a run in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be a 5-3 ground out for Emmerich. Brown goes to third, and then the throw back across the diamond from Kajowski gets away. And a run is in. And that makes it 10-7. And Alejandro Groomer will try to get it going again with the bases empty and 1 out. First one to Groomer was high for a ball. And next one low and away, 2-0. And a ground ball wide of third base. And they count 2-1. For Midwest Nationals, I mentioned a loss and a tie in their first 2 pool games. They tied Ridge Baseball 3-3. There's a ground ball over to first base, picked up by Kajowski. He'll tap the bag, and that's out number 2. And then they lost a shootout to the Sidewinders, 12-11, the final in that one. They'll play one more game against Predator USA, and that's coming up at 6:30 tonight. And a line drive past the diving third baseman McClung. That's down the left field line, and that'll get into the corner. On his way to second is Carson Shaver, and he'll stop there. So Shaver with a double, and the batter will be Zach Cole. Brett Cook will come out as a courtesy runner. Now time called. Cole walked and scored his last time up. Turn back to second. And a throwback not in time. (10-7) our score in the bottom of the fifth. And a pitch inside for a ball to Cole. And the next pitch, a fastball outside, 2-0. Look back to second base. Runner's going to take off, pitch low and away, and no throw to third. So Cook steals third base. And the pitch at the knees for a strike, 3-1. Nationals down 3. Sure would like to get that runner in from third base. And a ground ball. Long way to go to track that one from the grass onto first base. Not in time, and they will get the run in. An infield single for Zach Cole. And give him an RBI as well as Shaver's courtesy runner Cook scores. It's a 2-run bottom of the fifth for the Midwest Nationals, and it is 10-8. Step and a throw to first as we get back to play. Corey Spain in the batter's box for Midwest Nationals. Still a pretty healthy lead over there at first, and I'll throw that way again. Of course, with a left-hander up there, a lot of times that's just going to be a one-way lead where you get a bigger one, but kind of put your weight more on your left leg, and the first move as a base runner is going back to the bag regardless of what happens with the pitcher. This time, Richardson delivers to the plate and gets a strike across to Spain. 10-8 the score, bottom of the fifth. Now the runner goes, and the ball grounded foul outside of first base, and it's 0-2. Again, he's going to try over to first base, and again the runner back. Look over to first once more. And the ball comes on the field of play, and I guess time was called. Now the set, and a look over to first, and again a throw that way. And runner goes on a pitch delivered to the plate, and the throw to second base not in time. One and two on Spain with a runner now in scoring position. Pitch low and away, and it's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs in for the Nationals in the bottom of the 5th. That's bounced in. That'll squirt away, and the runner will go to third on a wild pitch. Spain trying to get Cole in from third base. Dylan Thompson to be next for the Nationals. And the pitch misses for ball 4. 8th walk given up by Premier West pitchers. Nationals pitchers have surrendered 6 walks. Now the tying run's on base, and the go-ahead run at the plate for the Nationals as they trail 10-8. First one to Thompson outside for ball 1. Runner from first base goes. It's a fly ball into left field, and that's playable and put away. And that will end the inning. 2 runs in for Midwest Nationals in the 5th. They trail 10-8. Three, 4, and 5 of the order for Premier West in the top of the 6th as Nate Kujawski fouls the first one away. Now the 1-strike pitch. And a breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-2. And down on strikes goes Kujawski for the first down in the 6th. And the batter is Mark Hunter. And the first one to Hunter, low and away for a ball. And a ground ball over to third, bobbled there, picked up, and the throw to first base, still in time to get Hunter 5-3 on the ground out for out number 2. Now Casey Burnt at the plate. Casey 0 for 3. Fly ball out and a couple of ground outs. It takes a breaking ball low and away. And that ball hit into the hole. It's short, bobbled, throw across to first base, and pulled the first baseman off the bag. And so Burnt aboard. And Wade McClung rolls one out toward second base On to first, that's in time, and it turns into a quiet top of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 10-8. Bottom of the 6th inning. And the first pitch popped up and put away for out number 1. Off the bat of Jordan Wallace. Trey Adams now on to pitch for Premier West. So he gets 1 pitch and 1 out, and now will face Jayton Cromer. And a fly ball into shallow center field. That'll hang up long enough. Put away rather, for out number 2. Matt Phillips is the new shortstop for Premier West, and I believe it's Jack McLaughlin playing second base. There's a pop-up down the third base line, and that'll fall into foul territory. McClung gave chase, but could not get to it. That's off the bat of Blake Mosley for strike 1.
I'll find you tomorrow.
I'll be right here.
Yeah, okay.
6:30 a.m. until it closes.
Okay. Thank you.
Now a count of a ball and a strike. That misses for a ball, 2-1. 2 outs, bases empty, bottom of the 6th inning. Midwest Nationals trailing Premier West by a score of 10-8. And a ground ball over to the right side. That's scooped up and on to first base in time. And Trey Adams comes in and has a nice 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the 7th, still 10-8. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Premier West. In the top of the 7th, Matt Phillips takes strike 1. And the next pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-2. Premier West scored 3 in the top of the 1st inning, only to see Midwest Nationals come back with 4 in the bottom of the 1st. But Premier West added 3 more in the top of the 2nd, went up 6-4. That pitch called third strike, and Phillips is the first out of the 7th. Premier West added 2 more in the top of the 4th inning to go up 8-4. Midwest with 2 in the bottom of the 4th to make it 8-6. 2 in the top of the 5th for Premier West to make it 10-6. And then 2 more for Midwest Nationals in the bottom of the 5th to make it 10-8. That's where we're at in the 7th. And a ground ball over to first base. Gobbled up. Tap of the bag for out number 2. Retires Jude Martinez. And the batter will be Jack McLaughlin. And a soft line drive out to short, and that will do it. A 1-2-3 inning for the first time in the ball game for Premier West. It happens in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, still 10-8. Heart of the order for the Midwest Nationals in the bottom of the 7th, chasing a couple of runs as Hunter Brown takes strike 1. And the next one misses just off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the next one over for a strike, and it's 1-2. Ball fouled back out of play. And another one fouled off. And another 1-2 pitch. Low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thomas Emmerich, Alejandro Grumer scheduled to follow for Midwest Nationals in the bottom of the 7th. And the 2-2 just off the plate, 3-2. And the ball fouled off. Adams with the nod and the pitch. Popped up. First base side. Foul territory, but playable. And that's hauled in by Kajowski for out number 1. Now Thomas Emmerich takes a low and in for ball 1. 1 out, base is empty, bottom of the 7th. Nationals need a base runner to get the tying run to the plate. Pitch over the outside corner, a strike, and it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike. And that's over for a strike, and it's 2-2. Punched out and knocked foul down the right field side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count remains with 1 out of the bases empty here in the bottom of the 7th. And a tapper down the third baseline, but that'll go foul. Emmerich with a bases loaded walk in the first, a single in the third. That ground out, and now he is called out on strikes. And the Midwest Nationals down to their final out in the 7th inning. Alejandro Grumer at the plate. And the first pitch is low for ball 1. Next one low and in, 2 balls and no strikes. And the 2-0. That's low, 3-0. Now ball 4 works for Midwest Nationals to get that tying run to the plate. And there is ball 4. So Grumer with a 2-out walk. And the batter is Carson Shaver. He had a 2-run hit in the first inning and then a double in the 5th, 2 for 3 on the day. And lifts a fly ball into right field, tailing away, and it's going to get past the right fielder, and that's going to be extra bases. Shaver on his way to second. They'll hold the runner at third base, and that one doesn't matter. You don't want to get him thrown out at the plate to end the ball game, but now the tying runs are in scoring position, and the game-winning run is at the plate. So Shaver with another extra base hit. And now the batter is Zach Cole. And a line drive at the shortstop, and that will do it. As Phillips puts away the line drive, And the Midwest Nationals are turned away in the 7th inning. They do not score. And we go final 10-8. Premier West beats the Midwest Nationals in this pool game. Totals on the ball game for Premier West: 10 runs, 11 hits. They commit 2 errors and leave 8 on base. For Midwest Nationals, 8 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 8 runners left on base. For Premier West, they go to 2-0, and they'll finish up pool play at 6:30 tonight against Wilson MVP. For the Midwest Nationals, they fall to 0-2-1. They'll play another game tonight at 6:30 against Predator USA. So that will do it. Again, our final score, it's Premier West 10, Midwest Nationals 8. From Goodyear Baseball Complex in Goodyear, Arizona, Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long, and we hope to talk to you again soon.